everyone, and welcome back to the Sports Gossip Girls podcast. I'm Madyson, and unfortunately, Hannah and Isabella are not able to join us today. But I am super excited to be joined by one of the biggest personalities at Jomboy Media. Not only does he host a very large amount of podcasts and shows, but he is also one of the most reliable sources in Major League Baseball right now. Everyone knows him as Talkin Jake. Jake, thank you so much for joining me today.
That was an introduction. Damn, I gotta pick up my end of the bargain. Yeah, I am. I break all of the baseball news now. No, that's such a weird world. The people that live in that world, it's a weird lifestyle, and they don't like when we come in there. But yeah, I'm stoked to talk to you. I'll do my best to try to replace the other two girls, but I can't promise I'll be as good.
Yeah, you're a sports gossip guy for the day, so.
Oh.
So my first question for you is, how old were you when you started watching baseball, and when did it dawn on you that you wanted a baseball or sports-related career?
It's a tough one. I mean, I was always into sports. What I always tell people is like I skipped like the Nickelodeon stage of life that I was supposed to go through, and I went straight to sports. So I was watching sports early. Like there's a picture of me at spring training and I'm like 18 months old and I'm like holding a ball on the fence. So in a way I was I was welcomed into baseball pretty early. My pops was a huge baseball fan. And then, I mean, hey, trying to do it as a career, I always thought it would be cool. I grew up in Connecticut, so ESPN's there, and growing up that was like a dream. And then, I mean, I went away from it. I worked in the quote unquote real world for like 6 years, doing a management training program and selling electrical supplies, and that not as much fun as what I'm doing now. But we had to put in some serious work to get to that point.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So what college did you attend, and did you do anything sports related there? Doesn't really sound like you did podcasts and stuff, but.
Yeah, no, I went to Central Connecticut State University. Go Blue Devils. We are D1. Everyone else knows those other Blue Devils. Down at Duke, but no, I was a marketing major. Business marketing. I wanted to do business without math. So I chose marketing, and I don't know, there's some fun sides to it. And, I always, if there's a funny commercial or something viral, I'm like, that's pretty cool. So that was kind of my thought process. And then,
That's cool.
yeah, I don't know. That's how I got in there. And then I was doing some marketing stuff at work, which I don't know, it was fun, but again, not baseball. Come on.
Yeah. So how did you and Jomboy meet, and when did you decide you wanted to work together?
So me and Jom go back, way back on the way back. We go to freshman year of high school. And we played freshman baseball together. We were
That's cool.
The best or the worst kids on the team, depending a given day. No, and we were buds. I think we were both guys that like to hustle on a baseball field. We both like the Yankees. We're competitors. And then yeah, we stayed buddies throughout. He actually moved away from my high school for a little bit, and then we got reunited at college, CCSU, and just started getting silly with it. A lot of fun parties. He was always the guy that like he'd have the camera and he'd videotape something, and we'd look back at it, the next day and be like, oh, that was hilarious. And then yeah, I went into the quote unquote real world for a little bit. I was doing my job. He was doing some video editing type stuff. And then he got sucked into the Yankees world on Twitter. And you've seen what that world can be. It's a wild place. So he he's doing the gifts and cliffs, and people wanted more and more, and they asked for a podcast. So he did a couple episodes by himself, and he was like, man, it's really weird talking to myself. You want to do a podcast with me? And I was like, sure. I mean, if it's just something fun to do with my buddy, cool.
Yeah.
If it comes as weird side hobby, that would be cool too. And then it's become a lot more than that. So we just kind of kept rolling with it to the point where I was caring about this more than my real job. And it was like time to make a move. So did it, and it's been pretty awesome ever since.
Yeah, so you definitely did not expect it to be where it is now, obviously.
No, our dream, like our biggest dream at first was if we become popular in Yankees land, like maybe they'll give us a spring training show. Like we'll do a spring training house, right? Like a couple guys come through, we could play video games or eat lunch with them or, do these silly segments. That was like our biggest of big dreams. And now where things at, and we've got a company, we're 15 people, and with the YouTube and everything. So I mean, we did not think it was going here, especially this quickly.
Yeah, wow. It's crazy. It's like such a cool story because you guys started off like on your couches, right? And now you're like literally working not in well, you're not in MLB, right? You're like kind of.
No, we're not. We're friendly with them. We're friendly with them. We'd love to work with them more. I mean, both sides love baseball, so I think we'll figure it out along the way. But no, I mean, nothing like this, and it was funny because I think for the first little bit there, the first year or so, I mean, I wasn't making real money at all, and then it took off and it became very real, and there was that weird awkward point at first where I'd tell people like, yeah, I do a Yankees podcast, and they'd be like, okay, so what's your real job, dude? And I'd be like, no, like it is. And now it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't want to say I'm just flexing on people like, go check out our YouTube channel and look at our followers, but when someone asks now, we've got a company and we've got a ton of followers, and it's a very real thing, which it wasn't the goal, and now it's the thing.
Yeah, it's crazy and super inspiring. So I know you've had amazing guests on your show and your podcast. This is probably going to be a hard question, but who would you say is your favorite so far?
It's tough. I mean, get me in trouble. I don't know. I mean, the one dude who we raved about on the podcast, we raved about him afterwards, and it's not a joke or anything like deceptive at all. Cole Tucker is awesome. If you're not infielder for the Pirates, he actually played some outfield last year too. Yeah. And someone told us like, oh, you guys are going to love this guy. He's like the mayor. He's super friendly, super nice. And it's all like so genuine. Like he texts like, it was me, Plouffe, and Jimmy and Cole Tucker. And he texts all of us like regularly, like individually, just like, what's up, dude? Be like,
wow,
man.
so nice.
Just hanging out with my dog. What are you up to? He's like, about to go bowling later, hang out with some of the guys. Nice, man. Wow. He's, he see it on his Instagram and socials. He's an awesome dude. A lot of other guys have also been great to us. I mean, Jack Flaherty is a friend at this point, and we genuinely, I don't think we've had a single bad experience. I think we've had one or two people that, don't pick up on me and Jimmy's humor sometime, but that's the risk you run a little bit when you get a little weird. But Cole Tucker, and I mean, do you know the recent goss on Cole Tucker?
Vanessa Hudgens, right?
I mean, that's
crazy. She's
a big celeb.
Yeah. Wow. How did that happen? I don't know if you know.
So, and again, not in a flex way, I kind of know the details. I'm trying to think what I can share, because not that it's anything inappropriate, but it's like their kind of story about it. But it was some like kind of Hollywood Zoom type thing that they both ended up on, and I think they kind of caught each other's eyes a little bit, and like that's how it started. So it's been really cool. We felt pretty weird at first because one of our guys that helps run the Talkin Baseball accounts with us, he's all over the Cole Tucker stuff. So when there was like rumors they were dating, he was like posting from our accounts. And like, hey man, I don't know if Cole wants to not talk about that, but he's awesome. He's like, oh no, you guys are the best. Like, all right. So yeah, a bias answer is Cole Tucker. And I mean, it's crazy whenever I see them like posting stuff or liking each other's stuff on Instagram. It's like knowing people. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, maybe you'll get to meet her someday.
Fingers crossed.
So who's the biggest guest you'd like to have on in the future?
Ooh, biggest guest. Um, that's tough. I mean, I'm Yanks, so I think for me it always comes down to Jeter. Um,
Yeah, that'd be
like,
amazing.
Cashman would be cool. Joe Torre, like Bernie Williams was my favorite player growing up. Big Aaron Judge now. I know we're both trying to get him on these pods.
Yeah.
You, but for something about Jeter, like he was the guy. He was, like I liked Bernie Williams, but I love Bernie Williams. But
Yeah.
Derek Jeter, he's like beyond baseball.
Yeah.
And he represents this generation of Yankees for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I think the day we get him on Talking Yanks or Talking Baseball or whatever it is, that's gonna be a like, oh wow moment.
Yeah.
Who's your dream guest?
Um, I haven't even thought about that much actually. I ask other people and then I don't probably Aaron Judge, honestly. I mean, Derek Jeter would be amazing too, but that will never happen. So, and
Judge
Aaron
is
Judge probably won't, but
Judge. Hey, who knows? I mean, we're trying. If we get him, we'll each try to share him. I don't know, but he's tough, man. And
yeah.
it's crazy how much media and stuff he gets. If they can win a title, he will be looked at as cheater popularity
Yeah.
wise.
Maybe he'll be captain someday if they win a few titles
He'll
and
win a
stay
couple, yeah,
healthy. Yeah.
yeah.
I really want that for him, for the team. I don't know if I should ask this question because you kind of answered it already. I was gonna say, what is your biggest accomplishment so far?
Biggest accomplishment so far. God, I don't know. I think it's just actually, right now we're in an office and Corona stunk, but like the fact, there's an office and there's people that come in here and this is their job as well.
Yeah.
Like, and me and Jimmy were podcasting and buddies anyways, and to zoom out and see, there was an office today and 6 different people came through and they're people that didn't know each other and now they're friends, and like the fact that we're doing that and a part of like their lives now, it's nuts to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. You guys are right near the stadium, right?
Yeah, so we're a couple blocks away. The original dream was that if Kyle Higashioka hit a big home run the night before, he could come by the office the next day, swing by an hour early, and we'll talk to you and how cool that would be. Unfortunately, COVID sucked for everyone, so I'm not going to complain. But it's yeah, we're by it, and I mean the first Yankee game with people in there. I don't know if we'll be in there, but we'll be around it, and it's just so weird. I get off the train station at Yankee Stadium and you just look at it every day and it's like I
Yeah.
can't go in there. I want to go in
I know. I heard that they were doing the vaccine there. I was like asking my parents, "Oh, can I get mine there?" Just
there.
to
Yeah.
go.
Wow, that's probably going to be a thing on like social media.
Yeah,
Wow.
just like take pictures in the stadium, like, "Oh, getting my vaccine."
Yeah, that's for sure going to happen.
Yeah. I think it's if you're a Bronx resident, though. I'm not even sure, but
Oh,
who
see
knows?
the tweet.
Yeah. So how did you know that Kluber was going to be a Yankee?
Ooh, sources season.
Yeah.
Um,
Secret.
so I had someone reach out. Um, can't give away your sources, Major League, but someone reached out and I was like, okay, cool. But we've done some breaking news stuff before and
Yeah.
we don't get like a great response. Like you'd think it'd be more fun, but there's people that get mad at you. There's people that it's really weird. So,
Yeah.
we were like, if we do this, let's do it in our own way. So I asked the person, I was like, would you, how do you know? And they gave a decent answer.
Mhm.
And then I said, would you bet our potential future friendship on it? And they were like, I would. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it in a fun way. So we kind of workshopped it. Me, Jimmy, DBD, Trevor. We're like, how do we want to do this? So tweeted it at Pat friendly with Jeff as well. Flex. No, he's ridiculous.
He's so funny.
So I tweeted out, and we were nervous because we're like, we've done this before. People haven't loved it. Let's see what happens. So passing, the second I tweet it, he texts me and he's like, what did he say? He said, "Are you on?" ? And I was like, "Are you on? What's that
What does that
mean?"
even mean? Yeah.
And then the next second, he tweeted out that Kluber was live, which basically made it official. So I was like, let's go. I think I texted him that. And then he called me and I was like, oh crap. Like, if he mad at me, like, was this his story to break and I'm stepping on his toes? Like, I was nervous. And he when I picked up, he was just laughing. He's like, I don't know how you did it. Good for you. Like, he said the only part that stunk is that he had told his editor that it wasn't going to come out tonight so they could like go home. So he had to call his editor and be like, oh, well, you're working tonight. But he was like, no, man, that was good. That was funny. He's like, do you actually want credit? And I said, not really, but if you could show me love in a silly way. So that's when he actually did that tweet that was like, I can't believe Talkin Jake did this one time. And he cut off his tweet and everyone was like, what was that? I was like,
that was so funny. I just saw that your tweet come across my screen and I was like, wait, what? And I believed you because I didn't think you would lie about something like that. And then like 2 seconds later, it's like actually official. I was like, oh my God, he just broke the news.
Well, that's the weird thing because I mean, we started off and we were just, podcasts, no connections, no anything. And, you meet people as you go.
Yeah.
And, we got to the point that like when Talkin Yanks, our Twitter account got the blue check mark, we were like, that changes things a little bit. Like people look at us as legitimate. So you got to be careful if you say something, I don't know, silly about a guy, or if you say something half rude, but you're being kind of silly, people could take that seriously.
Yeah.
And that kind of looks badly on you. And if it were to get to the player. So that was definitely a realization moment. Like, oh, we got to be a little more careful with the Talkin Yanks. Cause if, I don't know, it can come across the wrong way.
Yeah. That blue check mark changes everything, but you guys do a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So do you think the Yankees are going to re-sign Gardy? I really want them to.
Ooh, I think so. I put out a tweet today that was, chopping up the stats a little bit, but Gardy's good. I get why people get interested in Jock Peterson and Schwarber because they're new and they've got crazy power, and at Yankee Stadium, that's always a fun combination.
Yeah.
Gardy's been really good. Everyone knows he's good defensively, but I don't think they know how good. Like the fact he can still play center field really well. Go look at some of the contracts that other center fielders have gotten. And like Gardy puts up good numbers. I think he's 10th in WAR, which WAR is a weird stat. I get it, but it's a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
And he's the 10th best outfielder in WAR over the past 4 years, 3.5 years or whatever, if you count last season as a half. So like I think sometimes we underestimate how solid he really is.
Yeah, everyone takes him for granted. I really don't want him to leave us.
I know it's so weird. There's so many people that love Gardy, but there's this other group that just never has, never will.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, he had like the best season of his career 2 years ago, I think, offensively at least.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
He was a beast. Like, and I don't know. It's a weird. I think people get anchored into, Gardy's third year in the league. They were like, this guy's not going to stick, and now the fact that he's still there, still pisses them off. And it's like, get over yourself.
Yeah, I hate that part of Twitter. They're just so like, oh my God.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Twitter.
They complain about everything and everyone, and oh my God. So annoying.
Isn't that nuts when you'll look at someone's tweets and it's just like miserable. It's like, what do you even do on Twitter?
Exactly. Like root for another team.
Yeah, you don't like the Yankees. That used to be one of our jokes. Whenever we'd run into one of those people, it'd be like screenshot their timeline and be like, "You're not a fan. Like you hate the Yankees. It's
Yeah,
weird."
it's so weird. I don't understand it. Never will. Where do you think Bauer's going at this point?
Ooh,
You probably know
I don't
already.
know. I thought the Mets. I still kind of think the Mets. I think with all his off the field stuff, he wants to be in a big city. I don't know. The Mets are starting to get weird with the Cohen stuff. I don't know any of the real information there. I my I say dark horse because nobody's talked about them too much, but I think it would be wild if the Dodgers jumped in after the offseason that San Diego had for the Dodgers just to be like, oh, nice. You got Snell and Darvish. Well, we got Bauer.
Yeah, I could see
So
that happening.
and it's still a big market. It's LA. He's a California guy. So I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm guessing. What do you got? What do you think?
I don't even know at this point. I was saying the Angels, but I don't definitely not now. I mean, not definitely not, but I just don't think that's happening.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, maybe the Dodgers, like you said. I have no clue.
that'd be crazy. I mean, he's, clearly the best starting pitcher in free agency and he deserves a lot of money, but
Yeah.
teams are being weird and he's a little different. I don't know. I wonder where things are at. Is he getting 5-year big offers or is he getting 2-year big offers? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's gonna be so like controversial, I feel like, because a lot of people don't like him because of his like personality and all that
And
stuff.
I think the closer we get to spring training, it's gonna get louder that he's not signed yet.
Yeah, definitely. I wrote down these like weird questions that I found online. They're like rapid fire because I thought
All
they
of
were
them
really
here.
fun. I
I'll
only
do
wrote
my
four.
best.
Okay. So the first one is if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Superpower. I think I'm a fly. If I could fly, that'd be unreal.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But like legit fly. Not like I don't even want to flap. I want a Superman.
Yeah, like really, really fast.
Yeah. Go if I wanted to go out in like Miami, like
Just be like,
hour 15 minutes, I just fly there.
that'd be so cool. If you could be someone else for a day, who would it be?
Someone else for a day. Who would it be? Um Man, how about Aaron Judge? Like, I know that's the Yankee answer, but I would just love to see what a normal day in his life is like. Just how much he must get recognized and
Yeah.
like some of the weird stuff he probably has to do. And like, I don't know. I would love to see because he kind of lives a secretive life, which is fine, but
Yeah, he's very private. And like being that tall, I wonder how it feels to be like 6'7".
stands out.
Yeah, for sure. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Go to karaoke song. Okay, so I normally go kind of weird with it. um, which I've tried to adjust. I used to do a lot of karaoke when I lived in Denver.
Really?
We'd go like once a week.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was kind of a trap. We used to do it to be silly, and then I moved next to a place that had karaoke every Saturday. Like it wasn't a cool bar. So once me and my buddy started realizing that we're not as cool as we used to be, that used to be like the Saturday night, have a couple, sing a couple weird songs. Um, I don't know. I would do one Creed song. Do people even know who Creed is anymore?
I don't.
They're bad. Like they were go listen to some Creed. They're bad, but I could kind of do an impression of the guy's voice. Um, I don't know. I did some Usher. I was never cool songs.
Mm.
Like when I went up, people were sad.
That's so funny. You should sing for us on the podcast.
Oh my god. I got nothing. I'm starting that's why I'm trying to get some fresher clothes because I don't have any new tunes. I got when WAP came out, like I was in on that, but I don't think I can sing now.
Well, yeah, you're a good dancer too. All your TikToks are funny.
Thank you. That's all I want anyone to know about me. Damn.
You do it all.
Yes.
Very talented. So, what is your most embarrassing story? Wait, I read that wrong. What's the most embarrassing store you may be seen shopping at?
Embarrassing store I might be seen shopping at. God. Let's see. So I half hate shopping. I'm starting to try to get back into it with this fashion game I'm trying to bring to the table. Embarrassing store. Honestly, for me, it's like I guess it's CVS. Like I always, it's nothing embarrassing about CVS, but I just buying normal life stuff there. Like I feel like if I buy deodorant and hair gel, like like the person just looks at me and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna use this, huh?" And it's like, "Hey, I don't stay out of my life."
I know. The
What would your
cashier.
answer be?
What'd you say?
What would your answer be? I have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah, I like I have no clue because my little sister shops at like Justice. I shopped there when I was younger, but like
Okay.
when we went into the store. I think they're closing now actually, but we went into the store last year, and I was like, I really hope no one sees me right now, like that I know. But
Head down.
other than that, I like your hat.
Thank you. The Jake Sucks collection, one of Jomboy Media's strongest clothing lines. I do it all.
Yeah, you make clothing, dance, report, everything. Sing.
Thank you. I'd go. How about I'll send you one?
Okay.
What's your like dream job or someone whose career you see and you're like, I would love that?
Probably Meredith Marakovic's job. I really want to be a reporter.
That's pretty cool.
That. Yeah. I mean, I actually I've Zoomed with her before. She asked me if I wanted to do like a private Zoom, and she just told me like how she got there and gave me a lot of advice. So that's
cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Meredith's great. We knew a couple of the Yes Network people before we got to meet Meredith. And Meredith's cool. Like she's kind of like intimidated. Like I didn't want to be like Meredith, you're so cool. And then we finally got to meet her and she's awesome.
Yeah, she really is. They all are. Like I love Bruce Beck. He helps me a lot. And I spoke to Jack Curry, like all these people. But yeah, those people are so awesome. Like everyone who works with the Yankees, for the Yankees, and MLB and sports in general, they've just been so nice and helpful.
No, there's a ton of good people out there, and it sucks some of the baseball news that comes out because they're still just old, bad people. But there's this young wave of baseball that's coming, like people like you, people like us, that baseball is going to be cool again. Like that's a hot take for some people, but like it is.
Yeah, hopefully.
It will.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
Ooh, honestly, I'm kind of okay with either team. I think both stories are cool. If I had to pick, see, I flip-flop because I love Mahomes. Like, I think it's awesome. Yeah. I think he's super cool, the future of the game. But, like, if Brady does it, like, he's the man.
Yeah.
Like, he said goodbye to Belichick. Everyone was like, that's dumb. People started saying, he's a system quarterback and, like, mean stuff.
Yeah.
He wins again. His last one was 20 years ago.
It's crazy.
Like, that's so long ago.
It's insane. I feel like he'll just be in the league forever at this point.
He looks incredible. Like, I don't even get it. I was Googling the TB12 diet the other day. If he wins, I think I'm going on it.
The diet. I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. He doesn't eat like any sugar, no coffee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was Googling it today, so I'm weirdly informed on it.
Yeah. Rob Gronkowski liked my comment this morning on TikTok, so I have to report that. I was like putting it up on all my social media, like flexing to everyone.
Yeah, you got to. Gronk's in on it. That's what's going on TikTok. I'm on there. I want to be better, but I don't know what to do.
Oh, I'll have to teach you. I actually, I have like a big following on there now. I have like 24K or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. But I just make baseball TikToks all day long, every day.
that's awesome. That's hey,
Thank you.
that's what you got to do. And I mean,
Yeah,
it's if you put your time into it, like that's where it's gonna go. That's what we realized. Like we thought, some stuff would take care of itself. Self if you're doing good stuff on Twitter and
yeah,
Instagram will just catch up. Like no, you got to put time into all of it. Like that's the time and the work, the
yeah.
grind.
It
You're
really
making TikToks every day,
Yeah. I thought it was like stupid at first, but then I started getting a lot of followers. And then actually last week, Baseball Lifestyle, they sent me like a bunch of clothing and they were like, can you please, endorse us? And I was like, I've come so far. Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But that didn't just happen. I'm sure you put in the work. That's the
Yeah.
only way to get there.
Yeah, definitely. And I had so much time on my hands during like quarantine. And even now, like I'm doing nothing all day, doing
No
online
better time
school.
than now.
Yeah. It's really fun. I enjoy like doing that stuff, social media stuff and my podcast. So
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. I hate school though.
It's get through it. But yeah, the hard work. I mean, the people that we work with now, we don't ask any questions about if they went to college, where they went to college. Like we like hard workers because that's
Yeah.
what we're.
Yeah. I'd love to intern for you guys. I'm a senior in high school, so I don't know if I'm there yet. Maybe next year. I'm going to Penn State, but I'd still,
Okay, Nittany Lions.
yeah.
Exciting.
Yep, I just committed recently, so I'm really excited about that.
Congratulations. Yeah, hit us up. We're trying to do interns every summer, so we just kind of filled up this summer, but
Maybe
yeah.
next year then. Yeah, that'd
Penn
be really
State,
fun.
that's awesome. Was that like first choice or was that
Yeah, it's always been like my dream school. So
awesome?
yeah. But I committed, I mean, I applied to a lot because I just wanted to like,
Yeah,
have options. But
Penn State, I knew a couple people that went there and they had a lot of fun. So
oh,
that's
that's
pretty
great to
cool.
hear. Yeah, I'm excited but nervous.
Yeah, you'll be
But
good.
yeah.
Find the baseball people. You'll be good.
Good. Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess everyone's nervous. It's college, but
Yeah. Oh, I was. Oh my God. I was horrified. And then after 2 weeks, I was like, this is a blast.
yeah, so much like freedom, right? And
Yeah, you gotta get used to it and find out what works for you a little bit, but it's
yeah,
awesome. I mean, if you smile at people and say hi, and college will be a blast.
yeah, everyone's more mature than high school.
Yeah.
Like you smile at someone in high school and they like roll their eyes back.
No, don't. There's no value in trying to be too cool for school.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I guess that's all we have for today. This was a really, really fun episode, like one of my favorites so far.
Well, thank you. I was happy to do it. If you ever need anything else, let me know. I think I still owe you one. So I'll see. Maybe I can track someone down or
That'd be
catch up with
amazing.
you later in the year.
Thank you. Yeah, that'd be so great. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and stay safe and healthy. And I'll talk to you on social media, I guess.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you again. I'm sorry. That's I
No.
had that happen and it sucks. So
Yeah.
glad I could come back and thank you because you were so
Yeah.
nice about it. So
Oh, of
cool.
course. Thank you. All
All
right.
right. I'll see you on the internet.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Bye.